What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mod and I'm here with the mini mods as they're back in action after a small hiatus, but always great to have them back in them theater seats. And today we're diving into a little bit outside of our usual studio affair with Night at the Zoopocalypse, brought to us by Viva Kids and Elevation Picture. So the movie's pretty straightforward. We follow a group of zoo animals trying to survive the night after a meteor crash unleashes this crazy virus that spreads like no other. And it really truly turns into a scene like of The Walking Dead. But ultimately, we got our protagonist Gracie, the young wolf, and just looking for a little excitement out of her life. And well, she got more than she bargained for, that's to say the least. From habitat to habitat, from different species banding together, they're trying to stop this infection from taking over, essentially. And the zombies themselves, they're more of this gelatinized goop creatures, and just with this eerie transformation that's kind of built into it. But again, they kept it very family friendly, in which you're not getting that grotesque tone in behind it. So it definitely toes the line with that PG rating for sure. But it does, when I was watching it, it was like I was watching a zombified Night at the Museum.
After watching Zoopocalypse, there was a part I liked, like when they all had to be brave and try to save the other zoo animals. Another part that was cool was when they could dislocate their limb, because I don't remember watching any other zombie movies dislocating their limb very easily.
And just to start off, a little bit of history or background on it. This actually started as an unpublished short. It was about a kid trapped in a zoo during a zombie outbreak. But during the big screen, they wanted to flip the script a little bit to make it a little bit more family friendly and turning it into like a buddy cop style type horror comedy. And think of this as like an entry level to kids for horror films, just to be brutally honest. And there's many jump scares. You'll see them coming from a mile away, but the real focus here comes with the heavy neon scheme, which is it's chaotic at first, but it's vibrant. And the color palette that they really try to use for the film, it was engaging, but it did get a little overwhelming at times. But even with that in-depth animation, the characters themselves didn't really feel like that grand detail that we're used to, especially animal versions. We've seen the highest of highs and we've seen the lowest of lows, but here it's just really that middle bearing animation to it, where again, it doesn't blow you away or anything of that nature. It just does its thing.
This movie was pretty good. Out of all the characters from that movie, I would pick Gracie because she is brave and she's always trying to do the right thing.
And just taking a look at the cast, there was a lot of people I didn't recognize, but there is David Harbour, the Red Guardian himself, who voices the mountain lion, who starts as that rival character, but inevitably turns into that mentor friend character at the end. But when I usually avoid saying an actor phoned it in, let's just say it wasn't exactly his A game. I'm gonna put it that way. It lacked that extra energy that we've seen him do in other roles and other performances. Just, it was serviceable, let's put it that way. And then for us parents in the audience, because that's really the reason why we're even here, there's not much to latch to on there. It leans heavily into the children's side, and with the tone, it stays very direct and honest, and even a little flat when it does it. Even the conflict with the whole bravery arc, it felt buried under layers of that zombie goop that they were trying to get off. It was like the animators really wanted to get that across. And so that kind of flows into the villain situation. Pretty sure they didn't even have a single line, the villain, the actual big villain of it. So there's no real emotional stakes. There's nothing that you're really going against. It's really just you're in this bubble of the zoo and it's happening literally this one night. So it's minimal at best. The studio itself, it actually has a track record that doesn't exactly scream instant classic. Let me put it that way. But hey, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below.
I wasn't a fan about their animation or how they made the zombies and animals, and wished if they would try to make the wolf not too skinny or the gorilla not too thick. And I had one question about this. Where was the humans when the Zoopocalypse started?
The only thing I did not like about this movie was the zombies because they were really creepy.
In the ending, it wrapped up pretty quickly. The side characters kind of mingled around until the end, to the third act. There was this one character who kind of was the meta character who was walking us through it, but it wasn't enough to really bring that engagement back into the film overall. So, and as the mini mod wisely pointed out, you're going against other theater juggernauts. You need to bring something really fresh to the table if you're going to kind of sweep everybody off their feet. Instead, this one felt like it was designed for that Netflix background noise type category. And just for more context, Night at the Zoopocalypse did make an appearance back at a festival, I believe it was like October of 2024, before getting expanded to this full feature film, and it honestly shows. It stretched out, padding felt here and there, like a concept better fit in a short format. I feel like I've seen that before, and it really gave me the same vibe leaving the theater. I don't know what movie it was, but it's on the tip of my tongue. I know it's there. But maybe it would have landed better around the Halloween time, or I don't know, like 10 years ago when that zombie hype was actually there. But when it comes to movies, as always, we're always going to give that fair shot, be open-minded. Doesn't matter who it is, what development, what budget. You always want to push creativity. I believe that is the best way to do so. Now, the moment that you've actually been waiting for, our official verdict. While we typically grade kid movies on a curve, we all came to an agreement on this one after further discussion. So, what do we officially give Night of the Zoopocalypse? Save your coins.
We got a dollar, we got a dollar, we got a dollar, hey, 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 hey. We got a dollar, we got a dollar, we got a dollar, hey, 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 hey.
All right, you guys, thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch our video. Have you seen Night of the Zoopocalypse? If you guys have, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear you guys and discuss it with you guys a little bit more. As always, make sure you tell someone you love them. We love y'all. God bless y'all. And we will check you guys out in the next one.
Bye.